Welcome to Sairam Tribuli YouTube channel. Let us discuss Module 1 Introduction to Smart Grid Architectural Design. In that, we have classical methods of studying the load flow studies, includes a Gauss-Seidel method, Newton-Raphson method, fast decoupled method. These are the iteration techniques to determine load flow, like load flow analysis. Here we are going to determine so many iteration techniques. Errors we are going to determine over here, and these are the concepts we discussed already in the power system analysis two subject. So Gauss-Seidel method, Newton-Raphson method, and fast decoupled method. See, case for the development stochastic dynamic optimum power flow, that is DSOP, right? DSOP is being developed by the author, and the DSOP is computational algorithm, right? And has following built-in performance measures that are also defined for the general purpose tools. So we have some different parameters in this: controllability and interoperability. Controllability must be there, right? Control overall operations and ability to control the overall system, and interoperability. So internally we need to operate, and we need to give overall solutions for that analysis the smart grid. This is the important for the enabling the different devices systems, subsystems to provide greater observation when different devices interact, agents for cooperation and benefits, right? And reliability, quality measure electricity delivered to achieve adequacy and performance using intelligence tools, support devices software's ability to achieve power quality and improve the voltage profile in one of the attribute of the smart grid. See, in this ability to reliable of the operation, quality measures must be there, and performance using intelligent tools. So already I told you the smart grid is like an intelligent power supply system, so we need to have intelligent tools and intelligent sensors based and supporting devices and softwares for this monitoring, or self-healing or whatever. So ability to achieve power quality, improve the voltage profile. So we must improve the voltage profile, and is one of the attribute to the smart grid. So like quality management, or quality good quality of power supply system. So next there is adaptability and sustainability. Sustainability and adaptability are the major concepts in the smart grid. Ability of the system, grid, to adapt to changes, meeting energy needs in a way that can sustain life and civilization. So whatever we are generating, that should be adaptable, sustainable, and it should be reachable to the customers. Anticipatory behavior and affirmation of security, ability of the grid to anticipate different scenario and prepare to handle the dynamic changes while guaranteeing the system security, right? So this is the DSOP technology, case for the development stochastic dynamic optimal power flow, right? So just we'll go through next slide. This one is not visible, I'll discuss later. Next, there is a congestion management effect. Congestion is defined as the situation where load flow leads to violation of operational limits, that is maximum thermal loading, voltage stability, and minus one security rules. Net transmission capacity is the additional transaction potential between the zones A and B given a base scenario injection. So congestion management effect, so like managing the overall system, managing the particular situation, flows, like load flows leads to a violation operational. Like if suppose something happened in the power flow, or something happened, something variation occur in the power flow, that should be limits and the maximum thermal loading, voltage stability. So NMS on security rules also will be there. So NTC is very important, is the additional transaction potential between the zones A and B. It's like they'll give zones A and B for the power flow and the power system uh, based scenario injections. Finally, we have this Gauss-Seidel method and the Newton-Raphson method for the discussion, right? Fast decoupled method and the Newton-Raphson method and Newton-Raphson method. So in this, there is a number of iteration must be there. Number of iteration in the sense of just reducing the error. Like just finding the errors in the system, and just determine the stability of the system, and just determining the contingencies or acceleration effects, and so that system we are going to uh, explain.